1, 2, 3. Is this user error? Is this just a skill issue?
Wait, mine doesn't look as good as the one on the TikTok.
Basics, it's leaking. Today, I'm testing TikTok viral papercraft ideas. At the end of each craft, I'm going to rank each craft out of 5 stars, and at the end, we'll see which one is the best. Let's go. Did you know if you can get a piece of paper and cut it in half with scissors, this will make 2. The fact that I actually fell for that, originally I was gonna give this a 1 star out of 5, but given that I fell for it, I think I should give it some credit. Now this TikTok made it just in time for the holiday season, and it's basically a fancy way to wrap money into a little gift pouch. While this is cool, and I'm gonna try this out too, I'm not gonna use real money with this. I'm just gonna say right now that I have a little caveat with this. Before I say anything else, let's just make it. Alright, so I have my rectangular wrapping paper and my perfectly legit $10 bill. Don't question it. I'm just gonna fold this in half and place this in the middle. Now first I'm gonna fold these opposite edges to the center. One edge to edge. Now I'm just gonna fold this bottom edge up and this edge to the center. Okay, and then I'm gonna repeat the same thing for this side. Last step, we just need to tuck this edge in, and there we go. Okay, so now that I've made the item, let me do a little skit for you guys just to show you why this is a little bit of an issue. Hey, Merry Christmas, I have a gift for you. Wow, for me? Can I open it? Yeah, open it. All in all, I think this is a good idea. God, I would feel so guilty if I unknowingly ripped money that was supposed to be meant for me. So this papercraft is a DIY paper touch pen in which you basically take a Q-tip and then you wrap it around with aluminum foil, and then after that you cover that with paper. You can use the tip to use your device. I don't know how valid this will be, but we're gonna try it right now. Hear ye, hear ye. Because let me tell you right now, I don't think this is gonna work. Here are all the materials that I'm gonna use for this paper stylus pen-ish. The TikTok says to cut off one end of the Q-tip, so... And then I'm gonna wrap aluminum foil around this Q-tip. We're just gonna wrap it around. Is the aluminum foil supposed to conduct something? Last thing, we just need to wrap some paper around it. And then just tape it on one edge, this down a little bit. Okay, it's not secure, like this thing is gonna slide up and down, but before we test this on a device, it says that we need to dip this in water beforehand, so I think that's good enough. Since I'm filming on my phone, I'm gonna use my iPad. Alright, so I have my iPad here since I'm filming on my phone. So on the count of 3, we're going to see if this stylus will work. So 1, that's not 1. 1, 2, 3. Hold up. I didn't expect that to work. And I just exposed my recent search history. There's no way that this actually worked. But let me test and see if the stylus would work if I just use a regular Q-tip. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back with my new Q-tip, and I'm gonna see if this will work. Okay, as expected, that doesn't work. Okay, so here's my water. Okay, here it goes. What the? That's actually crazy. I actually thought this wouldn't work. Hey, it proved me wrong. I mean, this is still incredibly inconvenient. Like, just get a regular stylus. This TikTok really intrigues me because I always wanted to make my own paper vending machines, but they're honestly so hard to. But this one seems super simple, and basically once you press the little paper cup into the machine, it'll just drop ice cubes in. It'll be really cool to try out for today's videos. It says here that we need an empty box. Unfortunately, I don't have a box of that size, so I had to make this paper box in advance. Don't ask me how I made it. I'm not reliving that again. But let's make our ice vending machine. So for the machine, I'm going to take my paper box. First it says to cover this in decorative tape, but since I don't have decorative tape, I'm just gonna use my Sharpie S-Note markers and my black pen to draw my design. So let's just open this up. Right here, I'm just gonna draw a water bottle, right? Ice cubes. Then now I'm gonna bring in my color. Let's open this up. Actually, no, let's not use this color. A lighter blue. This is perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this marker to draw a plaid design. I don't have that kind of tape that the TikTok has. This is gonna be so tedious. Oh no, not on the table. And then I'm gonna repeat the same process for this side and then this side as well. Paper crafts was my way of, you know, having fun when I was younger. I definitely had my fair share of toys, but when I wanted to be creative, this was my outlet. I'm probably just gonna do the top face and that's it, because no one's gonna see this backside, right? Hey, just extra lines. And then now I'm just gonna draw my vertical lines going down. I'm sorry I'm not talking so much. I'm in intense concentration mode right now. I mean, this is kind of plaid, right? And then next, I just want to draw a little border, just like so. And then since it's kind of transparent, I'm just going to outline some of it. And maybe let's add some color on the water bottle as well. There is our very simple design. Then it says to cut out a little rectangle right here. Oh, I just realized this was supposed to be on the back side. It's okay, I'll make it work somehow. Let's just take some scissors. Oh no, I accidentally cut a little bit over. So we made a little boo-boo right here. We could fix it with some tape, so let me get that right now. I have my tape. Okay, so here is our machine. I'm gonna try to glue this side so that this bottom side can stay shut. I got my glue here, washable purple. I never understood why glue sticks were either clear, white, or purple. Why isn't there green glue sticks? Why isn't there blue glue sticks? I mean, I'm sure they exist, but they're just not as common as purple ones. And then let's just glue this little tab right here. And there we go. Next, I need 2 strips of paper, and I'm going to glue the strip onto the edge of another strip. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this side left and then this side down, and then I'm just going to repeat that multiple times. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to cut this extra piece off as well. And then for this last one, I'm going to apply some glue here so that I can fold it down and keep it shut. So here is our paper spring. We need to attach this onto a piece of cardboard. I do have this blue piece of cardboard. Did I say cardboard? I meant cardstock. Let's cut this into a rectangle, a little bit smaller than the size of the machine. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna glue the spring onto the cardboard like this. And then finally, we can insert this cardstock into the machine with the spring on the lower side. And here's our machine. We still have one more thing left to do, and that's to make the ice cubes. I prepped these 2 paper cube templates. I just used basic geometry. I'm gonna color these in the color of, you know, ice cubes. Maybe this color. The real challenge is not filling this in, but it's filling this in without staining my table. Don't you ever just sit around and wonder, what would life be like as an ice cube? I'm gonna go in with a white pen and then draw some extra details. Comment down below if you like ice cubes. We're going to collapse this into a cube like this, and now I'm just gonna tape this together. Okay, here's one ice cube, here's the other ice cube, and last step, we just need to put these ice cubes into the machine. Ice cubes in, and here's our ice cube vending machine. I added an extra label here off camera so that it's obvious that it's a vending machine. TikTok made a little paper cup to hold the ice cubes, so I did that as well. So we're gonna give this a go. 3, 2, 1. For the first time in the history of this video, we're giving this papercraft a 5 out of 5. Splendid work, Ice Cube vending machine. This TikTok has 7.4 million views. Somebody making a paper cup and then drinking out of it. Paper is incredibly fragile. I guess it depends how sturdy the paper they use is. In any case, I think I'm gonna try it out with printer paper and see if it works. Paper cup it is. I have my square sheet of paper. I'm gonna fold this in half. Fold these 2 edges, one side, another side, so that it forms this pentagon. Fold this side downward, and then the opposite side downwards as well. Here's our paper cup. We open it up like this. Yeah. So for this experiment, I'm going to pour some bottled water. I kind of drank some of it. We're gonna see if this can hold water for 30 seconds. And I'm gonna immediately start counting, alright? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 11. The bottom's getting really soggy. 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 26. It's leaking. 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, I'm gonna drink it. I mean, it does taste like tree. I got it all over my shirt. I don't recommend this if you're using printer paper. This thing was already getting pretty fragile at around 15 seconds, so I wouldn't recommend it, like, at all.
God, it's everywhere. Now this here is a DIY paper button. This paper button is basically the paper version of keyboard caps. I'm not gonna try this out today because I have made something like this before. Don't toss your wrapping paper left over. Make this DIY paper bow that eliminates the need to buy an actual ribbon. Honestly, I think this is really clever. And since I still have leftover wrapping paper from the last craft, I'm going to use that.
So I have here my strip of paper. Are you guys team snowman or team Mary? Let's do red. Fold this in half. And then now I'm gonna cut this into a little fish shape. I like how they did it on the TikTok. Maybe I could fix this a little bit. Alright, that looks a little bit more symmetrical than about my. I'm gonna make a little slit right here. Finally, we can just... This is supposed to go... Oh, this slit and this slit should be opposite. So there should have been a cut right here if I cut this on the other side. It's okay, we can fix it with some tape. Rookie mistake. Opposites attract. Press it down. Wait, mine doesn't look as good as the one on the TikTok. Okay, I have here a strip of wrapping paper. Okay, so... Hey, not too bad actually. Let's pretend I was going to give somebody this book. If we put this on top, that looks really cool.
How to make loud paper poppers. Basically, it's a series of origami steps that lead to this paper popper that makes incredibly loud noises. I remember in elementary school people making this and annoying the crap out of my teachers. Now that I'm past that elementary school stage, I think it's time for me to try it.
I'm gonna take a piece of printer paper. Now I'm just gonna fold the 4 edges to the middle. Fold it in half. Fold it in half this way. If I remember correctly, these poppers were really loud. Okay, so this is how I'm supposed to angle it. So here is our paper popper.
Now let's see if this thing will work. 1, 2, 3. Is this user error? Is this just a skill issue? I swear I folded it right. I don't know what's wrong with mine. Is my paper too thick? Let me know what I did wrong in the comments. Based on its novelty, I think I'll give it a 4 out of 5 because I think I could really prank someone with this. So here are all the TikTok papercraft ideas that I tested today. I can proudly say my favorite papercraft idea with a perfect score of 5 out of 5 stars is the vending machine. If I was betting on one papercraft idea to be the best, it was this one. Alright, I think I've seen enough papercraft TikToks for today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you guys want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys later. Meepyblues out.